What's going on, guys? Welcome back. In this video, we'll be going over GTA 5 Online's weekly update for April 22nd. So if you are trying to find out what the best money making methods for this week will be, as well as GTA 5 Online sales, this video will be going over that so you guys can make a lot of money and save a lot of money. So first things first, let's take care of this week's podium vehicle, which is the RE7B. This vehicle is super fast, super quick, and just overall a very nice vehicle for anyone to get for free. I was really close, one off from getting it this week, but hopefully you guys will be able to win this vehicle. Let me know in the comment section below if you end up winning this vehicle and what you think of it. Honestly, if I was a beginner and ended up winning this, I'd be very, very happy because it is a very nice vehicle. With that being said, let's get into this week's discounted vehicles. So if we head over to Legendary Motorsports, we'll have the Nisaki Strider here on sale for $402,000 or $301,000 if you have the trade price unlocked. If you're trying to get the trade price unlocked, you have to do a casino mission using this vehicle. Next, we have the Komoda. It is on sale for $1,020,000 or $765,000 again if you get the trade price. Same thing as the Nisaki Strider. And probably one of my favorite sales for this week, we have the Grotty Italia Gto for $1.179 million. So we have it for $1,179,000. This is actually a really decent sale and I love this car. I ended up driving this car probably at least once a week just because it's so nice and it's so different, and overall just a really nice, sexy vehicle in my opinion. And that's 40% off this vehicle, so if you are looking for a nice vehicle to add to your collection, I'd go ahead and pick this one up. And then we have the Pegasus Terrero on sale for $698,000. This is actually kind of like a classic looking sports car. For a supercar at 30% off, I would not complain if you guys went ahead and got this. I will probably end up picking this up if I don't already have it. I'll have to check my garages, but if you guys are looking to add something to your collection, this is definitely something I would consider. And then if we go over to Super San Andreas Super Autos, we have the Maxwell Vagrant. This vehicle, I believe, was a podium vehicle previously, and it's actually a really nice vehicle. I actually picked it up a little while ago. It's a little pricey at $1,328,000, but you can get it at $996,000 if you go ahead and do the trade price mission. This again is a little pricey, but I think it's quite an interesting vehicle and something you might want to consider picking up at that 40% off discount. If you have Prime Gaming, you will have these following bonuses. You will have the Comet Safari on sale for $142,000, as well as you'll have the Grotty GT 500 on sale for $157. Those are both 80% off. And then of course we have the Pegasus Terrero at $577,000 at a 70% discount. Overall, these sales are really nice. If you like the classic type of sports car, these cars are very nice, as well as the Terrero is just overall a sexy vehicle. Once you get the carbon hood on there, I think the carbon hood looks really nice, and I think it's a good addition to the collection, especially at this price if you have Prime Gaming. If you don't have Prime Gaming, I'll leave a link in the description box below where you guys can sign up for a free 30-day trial of Prime Gaming. Now that we've covered all the vehicle sales, let's move on to the building sales. I'm not gonna lie, Rockstar kind of did us dirty this week. They gave us 40% off the Diamond Casino and Resort Master Penthouse. If you don't have a penthouse, for $900,000 you guys can pick up the base model. I think this is overall a pretty good price if you are going to pick up a casino and haven't got one already for the penthouse, but I just feel like it's like, okay, like most players should have this by now that have been playing the game for a long time, so this sale's kind of meh. What I will say though is they did do us alright with the 40% off renovations and 40% off decorations. That's pretty nice. If you guys would like to make some changes, you're gonna save that little bit of money there. But that is all we have this week for building discounts. I am genuinely surprised that that is the only sale they had this week, especially after having double money on the motorcycle club businesses. I'm just surprised that they didn't have more sales for us to spend that money. But that's okay, they did give us some decent money making methods. And the first thing I will mention before we move on is that they do have diamonds in the Casino Heist. You can get the diamond loot from the Casino Heist. I know a lot of you guys love that. I don't really see the value in it because I don't even run the diamond Casino Heist anymore. But if you guys are planning to run that heist, go ahead and pick up some diamonds. Hopefully you guys get the chance of getting those diamond loot. So for our first money making method that we'll actually be going ahead and covering is the stunt races. Now the stunt races are actually pretty good at 2 times money. You have to go to GTA Online, then go to Online, then go to Jobs, and go to Rockstar Created, then go to Stunt Races, and go to the races that start with the word stunt and then like a dash and then the name. So those are the ones that are paying out 2 times money, the ones that have stunt in the beginning of the name. If it doesn't, you will not get the 2 times money payout. So we went ahead and we played 2 rounds of this. The first round I did not get first, and the second round I did not get first, but I do have the results from that. If you came in first place, you made around $32,000. Second place coming in at $22,000, and third place coming in at $13,000. So this is about 6 minutes and 45 seconds total, not including loading time. So you're probably spending anywhere from 7 to 8 minutes doing this mission for $32,000 if you get first. Overall, do I think this is like an amazing money making method? You guys already know races I'm not a huge fan of, but if you are competitive and do enjoy racing nice cars, this is definitely a way you guys can make some decent cash and have fun with friends. As well as the RP payout, it's actually really good. I will not lie, if you guys are trying to rank up, this is a pretty good method to go ahead and use, especially if you're getting first. And then in the second, we took about 5 minutes and 47 seconds. There were more players, so the payout was a little bit higher at $42,000 for first place, $29,000 for second, and $17,000 for third. But as you can see, I'm not that competitive and didn't place in even the top 5, so I ended up getting a measly $8,840. So overall, I would again not recommend this as my main money making method unless I have friends that I'm playing with and are just trying to have a good time. And that brings me to our last money making method, which is the casino missions at 3 times money, guys. This will be our bread and butter for money making methods. If you're not running something like KO Perico or another business, this will be the best way to make money on GTA 5 Online this week. And it is actually quite a fun time. So these missions have a story to them. If you haven't played them already, this is definitely the opportunity to go ahead and complete them and learn about the storyline. You should definitely go ahead and do that, as well as if you have done them, you can always enjoy the experience of playing through the little bit of a story that they gave us. This mission was fairly simple. We had to follow a Bugatti, hopefully take out the target in the Bugatti, and then repair it and return it back to the casino. So we ended up making $35,000 with 4 of us in the lobby. We had pretty fun. We had a lot of laughs for sure because we failed quite a bit, just like messing around and stuff like that. But if you guys focus, you probably get these missions done in 5-10 minutes and make yourself a good $35,000 each. That's a pretty good payout for a squad per person, and you're getting a storyline and very simple missions where you don't need to spend too much of your own ammo, and the equipment almost always provided to you. So hopefully this works out to be a good money making method for you guys. Alright, so next we have the time trial for this week, which is Pill Boxhill. This time trial I don't believe I've done before, but I guess I must have in the past. I just didn't have the recording of it, so I had to redo it fresh for you guys today, and honestly I think that's a good thing. So first things first, you're gonna have to look at the time trial. It's at the bottom middle of the map where the hospital is, and it's called the Boxhill time trial, and you have 2 minutes and 16 seconds to complete this time trial. I always recommend you start the time trial, press start, go on your map, find the destination and place your waypoint there. So you'll see me do that probably throughout this process. And then I start halfway in and halfway out of the circle, and I attempt to complete the time trial. So once you get started, you're not going to follow your waypoint right away. You're actually going to hold the left and go past the convenience store here on the right, and then take your right towards this nightclub that I don't own here. And you're just going to go straight for this whole strip. And this part is where you need to wheelie. It's super important. Another thing is you want to hold to the right because you're going to be going up this ramp up here to the right. You're not going to be going underneath. I made the mistake the first time of going underneath, and it cost me obviously an attempt for no reason. So you guys want to wheelie as much as possible, stay in control of course and make adjustments to miss these vehicles, but you do want to be wheeling to keep your acceleration and top speed up. And I won't lie, it feels like the vehicles are plotting against you and trying to crash into you for no reason. I swear this game is out to get us. But once you get going up this hill, that's when it starts to become a little bit more difficult. It's the same tips for going up hills. A lot of people forget to wheelie just because they're going up a hill. It feels like they can't. You should still wheelie. Still pull back on that left thumbstick, get that wheel up so you get the acceleration going up the hill. This will slow you down way too much if you're not trying to wheelie and keep your acceleration up. So it's super important that you do so. Also, just don't drive on the opposing side of the road. Drive on the side of the road that vehicles won't be oncoming traffic. That way you can have time to respond to any vehicles that you may come in contact with. And then you're just going to want to follow the path of the waypoint, but eventually you're going to want to follow my path. So you see here, I will eventually take a detour off the actual road. I follow the path as much as I can, and then there's this like big zigzaggy part, and I'm like, nah, that's no good. So you want to go right here where I am, make this little jump here. You don't have to do it exactly like me, but it gives you a good idea of where you should be going. Watch out for these 2 trees, go on the dirt road, and just again, now you're just following the waypoint. Super simple. You'll see I start to wheelie here while I'm going down the mountain, keeping my speed up even though I have tons of time to complete this. Make sure you keep an eye on your time at the last few seconds to see if you need to rush. You don't want to rush if you don't need to. And you see I beat the part time with ease on a fully upgraded Grotty 1, giving us $102,000 in GTA 5 Online. $102,000 in 1 minute and 16 seconds. It was actually done in under 2 minutes. In 2 minutes and 16 seconds. It was actually done in under 2 minutes. So in under 2 minutes, you guys are making 100K. You can only complete this once. It's non-repeatable. Once you beat the part time and receive the 100K, you cannot redo it. It will reset. There will be a new time trial next week, and I'll post a video on that, and you'll be able to make 100K. But you can't just keep repeating it, as well as you can't use helicopters, you can't use Mark II oppressors, etc. So hopefully this hopefully this week's update is enjoyable for you guys. Hopefully you learned all the sales, money making methods. If I missed anything, please let me know in the comment section below. I'll add it to the description or something like that. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching.